Hi, good evening. I wanted to update you all on the campaign now that we're past the primary process. So we're past the primary, and from what I've seen, a serious discussion about the issues facing Florida is still not taking place. And already the debate seems to be limited to highly charged partisan talking points. These elections determine a lot about our long-term development patterns. The governor has extensive appointment powers, and right now we've got some serious problems with growth and overdevelopment, and they're not being addressed. We have to have a discussion about realistic ways to diversify the economy here in the state. It can't just be growth and tourism based. In a healthy, functioning electoral system, we should see a broad range of candidates arguing in favor of their proposed solutions. Instead, we don't see anything like that. So as my campaign unfolds, we're going to be talking more about the mechanics of all this, from the gerrymandering of districts to highly selective media coverage. You can see the emphasis isn't on let's have a critical discussion, let's have a debate. The emphasis is all on pick a side. Our electoral contests have been turned into professional sporting matches, and there are serious consequences. Myself, I was inspired to get into this race because I've been working directly on issues. For the past over 10 years, I was working on mostly environmental issues, and I eventually realized that every issue that I was working on had a political dimension, and every one of them would end up at the office of a powerful decision maker. And in order for a campaign to be successful, it would have to make its way through the legislative process or make it through the courts in order to become law. There's no way around that. But the thing about elected officials is that they will not just take on issues unless someone makes them. And the two ways this is done is either with organized money or organized people. It's really as simple as that. It shouldn't be controversial to have options on the ballot. This used to be a fundamental free speech, freedom of the press issue, but the ballot access laws were changed in the late 1800s, and participation in elections has never recovered. Elections have become formalized and professionalized, and we're now seeing that it's possible to control the outcome of elections by controlling the nomination process. We are getting to the end of these two parties' ability to be truly representational. We keep ending up with two extremes that do not represent the majority, and it's not a constitutional question, it's a choice. It shouldn't be enough to be motivated to go out and vote out of the fear of the other side. That shouldn't be what constitutes a majority opinion. And we should be taking a very close look at the role that money is playing in all of this. Again, what motivates me is the concern that not enough responsibility is being taken to address the issues that we face. Period. That's the bottom line for me. I know exactly why I'm in this race. I'm in this race because the issues have been off the table since the very beginning. I don't believe in the spoiler effect. I think elections should be competitive and that voters benefit when the debate is expanded. I'm not as overly concerned about what are the odds. My responsibility is to run the best campaign that I can, and I have complete trust that voters can make up their own minds on Election Day. Stay tuned.